So there's a problem that everybody runs into when they're first trying to start a business or first trying to improve anything about their lives. And this problem will keep you stuck. It'll slow down your progress. It'll ensure that you don't get the desired result, the money you want, the girl you want, the lifestyle, the cars, all of that stuff. You won't get that as quickly as you could have. And you probably won't get it at all. And I'm not trying to be harsh here, but that's just the reality. That most people, 99% of people that start anything, don't end up getting what they want out of it. How could they? They're drifters. They will start something and then try it for a couple weeks and they don't get the results they want really quickly. So they're like, oh, this is a scam. I'm going to go try something else, or I'm going to go do something else with my life. And that's that. When things get hard, they run from the hard. Pause, that was crazy. But the people that win, the people that end up getting the results, having the money, having the impact, having the lifestyle that all of us want, are the ones that understand that everything has to be earned and that there are no shortcuts. And you are continuously reminded of this throughout your journey at every point. You will constantly be reminded that there are no shortcuts. And you're gonna think there's a shortcut, you're gonna think there's a hack, you're gonna think there's a way that you can kind of negate this whole learning process. You can negate the sweat equity that you have to put in to be successful. And you'll look at other people and you'll be like, that person's no smarter than me, they work no harder than me, why are they getting the results that I want? Why am I not living that lifestyle? Like, I have to be doing something wrong here. And then you start to think to yourself, well, I can get lucky. That person got lucky, I can get lucky too. And then you start looking for the glitch, you start looking for the hack, you start looking for the new opportunity, the new shiny object, and you just do this over and over and over. And the thing is, even if you do find a way to kind of cheat the system, you do kind of get lucky, and you find the financial success that you want, you get the money that you want, it's gonna spoil that money. It's gonna spoil the fruits of your labor, meaning you're not gonna be able to enjoy it the way that you are supposed to be able to enjoy the money. Because the best thing about making money is being able to share cool, fun, unique experiences with people that you love and that you respect, and they respect you and they admire you, and you have impact on the world. And if you find a way to get money without becoming somebody who is worthy of respect, who has gone through some hardship, who has gotten to know themselves better, and you respect yourself, you love yourself because you've been through a fucking journey, then it's gonna ruin all of the things that money was supposed to bring you. The best things in life have to be earned. There are simply no shortcuts. When I first dropped out of college and I was running my marketing agency for basketball trainers, there was this period of time that lasted about a year where I felt like I was way smarter than the money I was making. I felt like I was working way harder than what the money that I was making reflected. And I was like, this is unfair. Like, I'm looking at all these other people around me and these people on Twitter, and they're making 2, 3, 4, 5 times the money I'm making, but I'm more skilled than them. I'm working harder than them. I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I remember this drove me crazy for a while. I felt like I was just banging my head against the wall without having anything to show for it, without having the achievements, the trophies that should come with all of the hardship that I was going through. And there's this one quote from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think it's the only quote in the entire book that I remember, that I've thought about for the last 4 years since I read that book. And it's, every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. And I would think about that, and it's like, the harder your journey is, and the more difficult that it is for you to find success, the more it's going to equip you with the tools and the attributes and it's going to turn you into the person that you need to be, that's capable of wild success, that's capable of making way more money than you originally anticipated. And it's because you went through the trenches, and you stayed in the trenches, and you stayed consistent, and you earned this sweat equity. You got your hands dirty, and you put in more effort than you were being rewarded for an extended period of time, and then eventually it all happens at once. All of the fruits of your labor come to you at once. And this is really apparent when you watch people's content. If you see somebody that's just been grinding and grinding and grinding for years and years, and you might look at their page and it's like, okay, motherfucker, you're getting like 200 views on your videos. Like, how are you being consistent with this? Like, you're talking to the void. Like, nobody's even watching your fucking videos, but you're showing up every day and putting time in to making this content. And then eventually, boom, one video pops and everything goes ballistic. It's like Daniel Dalen, if you guys have seen him on YouTube recently, he was getting decent views, but it was like 4,000 or 5,000 views a video, and then he had one video get 400, 500,000 views, and now he has 60,000 subscribers in a fucking month. It's like there's no shortcut around actually earning the things that are worth having in life. And I even feel this right now with the content that I'm making. Like, I'm getting solid engagement and people are loving my videos, and I've been grateful for it, but I'm like, fuck, like this, I feel like this should be getting tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views, and I want 1 million subscribers yesterday. But I also understand that it's just not gonna happen overnight. I'm gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to go through training camp. You're gonna have to go from AA to single A to triple A, however the fuck the baseball analogy works. Like, you have to put in your time, you have to pay your dues. And like I said earlier, if you don't do that, if you don't understand that you have to earn it, one of two things will happen. One, you'll either never find the success that you want. You'll just hop from one thing to the next. When it gets hard, you'll find a new shiny object, and that'll be your life. You'll just be somebody that's like, oh, I got this new business idea, I'm trying this new thing, and then you'll start it, and everybody's like, okay. Like, you'll be sitting at the dinner table at Thanksgiving, and people will be like, all your friends and family are like, oh, there's Ben again with his new little business idea. He's 97 now and he's trying drop shipping. Or let's say you do find the financial success. Let's say you do hit a big crypto rug pull, or you start some business where you kind of find a loophole and you don't really have to work that hard, and maybe you're scamming people. Like, there's people in Miami that basically run these black hat MRR e-com brands, where what they'll do is they'll set up like a normal e-com store, and when you buy the product, they basically bill you forever, and you are unaware of that, and it's really hard to cancel or impossible to cancel. So it's like a literal scam, like they're committing fraud. But these kids that are doing this, it looks like they're making a lot of money. They're the kids that are driving around in Lambos and McLarens, and they are at the club every weekend, and they're flexing bottles of Don Julio, and they're living that flashy, fun lifestyle. But every time I've met one of those kids, and every time I've interacted with them, there's like something in them that you can tell, it doesn't sit right in their soul. They know that they are earning this money, that they are gaining this wealth through nefarious means, and karma or God or the universe is reminding them of that. And I think because of that, even though they have all of these things, the reason that they're in the club every weekend, and the reason that it doesn't seem like they have any real friends and true, genuine relationships, is because they didn't take the time, they didn't go through the journey and the hardship and learn the lessons and become the person who is capable of having that amount of money. So even though they get that money, it's spoiled, it's ruined. They aren't able to enjoy it with people that know, love, and respect them, because they don't respect themselves. And these are smart kids. These are like, they don't have to be scamming. They don't have to be making money this way. But because they are, they end up surrounding themselves with other shallow guys that would stab them in the back at the first opportunity that they got. If it was going to make them more money, fuck their friend. And then it's like the other people in their life, the girls in their life, are the types that would leave their table at the club to go to Drake's table or Future's table. All right, you know, it's just like, sure, you can find the financial success, you can do that, but be careful, because it might ruin the exact thing that money is supposed to buy you, which is fulfillment and getting to experience amazing, cool things with people that you love. If you don't have that in your life, it's empty. It's just a number on a screen, and it's like, why the fuck are you even making money if you don't get to give yourself that gift? So if you're kind of in the trenches right now, you're grinding your ass off, and you feel like you're not being rewarded for your effort, congratulations, that's a sign that you're on the right track, and eventually you will hit that breakthrough. I think it was in the book The Almanac by Naval, where he had this little graph that said nothing, 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 and then all at once, and it skyrockets. That's generally how success happens. You feel like you're banging your head against the wall for an extended period of time until you truly earn it, you truly become the person who is deserving of all of the things that you want. And then eventually you get all of those things that you want. It just probably won't happen the way you anticipated, and it might take a little bit more time. But if you can understand that you have to earn everything, you have to earn the best things in life, and if you find a shortcut, if you look for a shortcut, it will ruin those things even when you get them. And again, I promise you, I've looked for the shortcuts, I've looked for the glitches, I've looked for the opportunity to make a lot of money way quicker than you should. And every time it'll just slow down your progress, and you'll be reminded that you have to go through the trenches. You actually have to eat shit, as Gary Vee would say. Why the fuck? That's such a stupid, ugh. But anyway, the best things in life are earned. And if you can understand that, you will get everything that you want. It's just gonna take some time. It's gonna take some elbow grease. It's not gonna be easy, But on the other side of hard, pause, is everything that you could possibly ever want. I love you. Like, subscribe, comment, share this with your grandma. Peace.